here?
Everyone but Jake.
I'm here.
I'm good to go.
If you need me for voice things, I will be here for voice things.
I hate you.
That's the thing we don't want you for.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you because I thought you were here for this. But I guess I'll just use Sexy Evan instead. He's much cooler.
Oh my god.
Sexy Evan. Yeah, we could just vote to replace Evan with Sexy Evan.
Vote kick.
Alright. So, who wants the recap?
Slime.
I mean, it's more like an ooze.
Slime.
It's more like an ooze.
Slimes are oozes. Get over it.
No, they're not. There's a difference.
Yeah, what is it?
One has a face.
Slime.
I just like death glared at my monitor because you can't see it.
You guys are very, very, very
Slime.
invested in my...
I'm eating.
Slime.
Fine. I'll recap. Everybody died. Guess we gotta roll new characters.
Alright, we showed up to the elves. We're like, hey, we got your queen. And they're like, haha, fuck you.
Basically.
They're like, well, I guess we'll talk to you because, you know.
I guess we'll
I
negotiate.
guess.
I guess.
Yeah, so then they throw us in this
Medical tent.
medical tent, but not before Lucy went into the other tent and saw like a suspicious statue and a guy talking to
A
nothing and
mannequin.
got killed. So then in the medical tent we're like, hey, elves don't fucking sleep. And people kept giving us different answers and answers that were very obviously bullshit. So the two high elves
It was
seemed
one person lying to you.
Yeah. Well, the two
It was enough.
the two high elves. The one guy had no idea what was going on. Was it his wife? She did. She basically had been forced to do this all. So we got her kind of on our side. Then we got attacked by the slimes. We won, and then Leo's brother showed up in the statue thing and talked to Evan for a bit and then talked to Leo for a bit. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, and he's essentially looking for the staff Prim has.
There was one big, very important, I guess it wasn't really that important. It's not that
he's
big
Sloth.
deal. That's not a
Leo's
big deal.
Leo's
He's
brother
in
is
the
Sloth.
capital of the elf.
That's not that important.
That too.
That's not that important. Alright, so let me go fix up this place because it looks like everybody's dying. When everybody's not dying.
I cast Mass Cure Wounds
Not
on all
today.
of them. They better not be dying.
Well, no one's dying. Not really.
Other than the ones Evan killed.
Yeah, they're dead. They're super dead. They got exploded dead. Da 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 da. Whatchamacallit? Leo, you lined them up, right? Like as if they were dead, but not really.
I was told to, so yes.
Okay.
Just like, because there's not a big enough tent to keep them all in like a tent, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so
Let me go add the other person.
because you finally made their token.
Okay, I had their token, but it wasn't really necessary because she wasn't joining the fray.
Mm.
There we go. There's these two.
Should open my sheet. It's the wrong sheet.
You want me to
That's
take
a
that
pretty
sheet
good
away?
plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Taking it away.
Thanks.
Taking it away. Taking it. Archive!
Thank you.
Now it's gone forever.
No, it's not. It's archived.
Gone forever.
Okay.
Alright, so Anne Heron is now has his wife outside trying to soothe her, figure out what the fuck is going on, because he has no idea what the hell is happening. Meanwhile, Elenara has been crying this whole time. And
Everyone over here
Yeah.
is stable.
everybody
right?
else is unconscious,
They're all stable though, right?
but they're alive.
Okay.
Yes.
This music is too much.
I was about to say there's music, but then I realized you.
Nah, it's nah.
This is a win, right? We won. We did good.
Yeah.
Woo.
Although we don't know the extent of this problem.
Unwoo.
We don't know how many more there are, because there are more. Okay, I'm go. Is she like sobbing uncontrollably?
Not uncontrollably. She's just like it's like a bunch of pent up
Mm-hmm.
everything being let out.
Also, she's supposed to be like in one of these listings.
I forgot what her name is. Shit.
Oh, hold on.
That's
Let
what
me
I was
add.
looking for.
Let
I
me
was like, wait, what's
let
her
me
name
go.
again?
Let me go add them to the list.
Right.
There you guys go.
Thank you. How do you pronounce that? Ilnora?
Elenara
Elenara.
and Anne Heron.
Okay.
And
Anhan, got it.
Anne Han.
Put some goddamn consonants in your names, people.
They're elves.
They're
Leave them
elves.
alone. And Elenara has won every other one. There's just more vowels than there are consonants.
okay.
Okay.
What would you like to talk about?
I don't know how to approach this.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start, like, awkwardly trying to comfort her, I guess.
Give me a general charisma check.
Great.
Alright, so you do, like, the slow, you slowly take her hand and, like, squeeze it kind of comfortingly.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks over at you and she like tries to try to get some semblance of
Mm-hmm.
dignity, and she just cracks again, and she just thank you.
And that's why we're here. It's to, get rid of sins?
I don't. I don't know about any of the sins, but those
It's a
things. Those things, they've been here for years now. I didn't know what to do.
Wait, Wait, how long have they been here?
30
I know they
years.
told us.
30.
Okay, 30. Thank you.
It. You did the best you could. Which was keeping you and your husband alive.
Shaking her head. No. It's not that, it's... I didn't know how to free them, and I've been trying, and then they found out, and I got scared, and they said they would do things to Anhairn, and Anhairn looks over. I wish you would stop coddling me. I'm very tired of you trying to protect me all the time. We're supposed to be doing this together. Together. We all agreed on it. We would bring all the elves together, and we would decide what finally to do about the Shiranar problem and the Graves Point problem.
And who is we?
Probably the council. Some sort of council, maybe.
Anhair sighs and kind of like smooths back his head. He's finally like broken the kind of dignitary I'm prim and proper
Yeah.
Stop being a dickhead.
I don't think he was to begin
No,
with,
he
but
wasn't.
okay.
He was just scared.
But okay. And he sighs and says, "Yes. Let me reintroduce myself. I apologize for lying to you. My name is Anhairn Caral, and I am on the High Council of the Elves."
Well, it's a pleasure meeting you. Under such circumstances, it's kind of unfortunate, but what can you do?
Not at all. Not at all. I recognized the staff immediately, but my office and my place here were at war with each other, and I wasn't sure what to do
She's
until I heard word from my superiors.
Have they gotten back to you?
No, they haven't, unfortunately.
I am afraid to tell you this, but I am to believe that the sin of sloth might be part of your council in the center of the Elven City. He said
It's
so
not
himself.
part of it that usurped it.
He might be part
Would
of
you
it.
happen to know the name of the one that's in control? As you suspect.
I do not know if he can take form of another, but his name was
Leo, help us.
Leo.
Yes. Yep. What's up?
Can you come here, please?
He'll come over.
What is your brother's name?
Phalar.
Phalar. The half-elf.
Yes.
Of course.
So he is on the council.
Damn it. He starts like rubbing his brows. as if, he bunch of realizations are happening all at once.
He seemed to be in control of what was ever happening here.
Oh no.
And there are definitely more encampments like this. I don't know how many.
The Wood Elves. So, let me explain my role.
Please do.
Elinara and I were to gather the leaders of the elves, of the various elves in Barris Glade, and bring them together to come to a summit, so that we may take charge and decide what to do without Allura's advice and guidance. Because while Allura is the High Druid, she is not our, how you all may put, queen. We decide via a council. She just provides us guidance and a voice of reason in times of great dispute. She can force us to work together, but we elves are of different culture and not of like minds. The High Elves decided that it was high time we do away with such thinking and come together as one. Alas, I can see that we may have fallen into a trap.
Yes. Sloth is after the staff I possess, so he can control the elves and force them to join with Shiranar is my best guess. So,
Shiranar has allied itself with the Mind Forces.
yes. And do we know that's where Greed is?
Do you know where Greed is?
I don't
Yes.
know. Yes, we do.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm like,
Yes.
in
Alec
agreement.
told you.
Great. Where Greed is currently residing in Shiranar. So they're trying to grow their army to probably attack Gravepoint. Is what their goals
I see.
are.
Well then, I suppose in a way, Phalar's plan could backfire upon him.
Slightly.
You see, when the High Elves convened, he came to us with warnings of the various elven leaders being under attack. He told us that we should all go to their aids and find out what attack was happening.
He was trying to get
That
you
is-
to join the collective.
And Hearn, or I'm sorry, and Elinara and I were assigned to the Wood Elves.
How many assignments
We have
are
been
there?
going amongst the Wood Elves for quite some time, but Elinara decided that we needed to stay here for some reason. I suppose that this creature was the root cause.
And you've been here for 30 years?
Not necessarily here, but Elinara has.
And have you achieved any more of your objective or original objective?
Unfortunately, no. The Wood Elves are quite stubborn, especially in the presence of High Elves. They see us as stuck-up superiors, which I can't say that is untrue of our behavior towards the Wood Elves, but I am in the political camp that all of us need to come together. Not every high elf sees it this way, but, well, desperate times ask for desperate measures.
Especially since the Sins are trying to take over the world. Yes.
That brings me to another question. What is the Graves Point problem?
We haven't been there.
Graves Point has often come to us as allies. And we have been able to come in contact with them through means of magical communications. They have sealed all communications.
So there would be no way for us to, say, scry upon the city?
Our greatest diviners have not been able to.
And how long ago was this?
About maybe 2-3 years ago. Again, I was not
I will try later tonight then.
the one to
Do so, yes.
do so. Yes.
And when you were dispatched here, what was the problem with Graves Point then?
There was no problem. At least not at the time. We were just attempting to bring all the elves together to unite them under one banner.
I thought you said that you were doing that to deal with that.
It turned into that. Especially over the
that
recent
hasn't
5
happened.
years. Again, the other elves have been stubborn.
Well, stubbornness have gotten them this far, and I hope that they can see reason soon.
You
Or it'll
see,
be too late.
the high elves and the wood elves are no longer the only elves that will be joining us at the summit.
And when is this summit?
Whenever we can get all the leaders to agree upon a date.
Right.
Only the Eladrin elves have decided to join us. But they have been notably quiet ever since their initial affirmative response, as well as the high councilmen that were sent there.
Yes, well, it is a strategy to pick off further groups of people before attacking the main cities.
To divide and conquer.
Yes. So I would not be surprised if they were in the same predicament as this settlement here. How many more Wood Elf settlements are there around?
It's hard to say. Wood elves are very nomadic people. They move in small villages such as this. As you can see, the tents are able to come up out of the ground and they can move at any given time. What we need to do is find the archdruid of the wood elves.
Okay.
Archdruid?
Archdruid.
Archdruid.
Do you have anything that was their possession? Or could you describe them in high detail so I could make scry on them?
I cannot. Elinara, however,
We look at the person next to us.
Elinara kind of looks down in a little bit of, like, shame. can't promise that. I can't promise that I'll be able to put you in contact with them.
I'm not asking you for you to promise that. I just want to try. If it fails, it
Whatever you-
fails.
I cannot give you something of theirs, but I can show you what they look like.
That'd be of great help. She gonna try?
She heads. Huh? Yeah, she's going to go. She's going to go start drawing, essentially.
Okay.
So yeah, she stands up, heads into the tent. Where her medical stuff is, and then steps back out. Can someone deal with the
I got it. Leo will go move the bodies.
I'm gonna start doing private sanctum around the entire encampment here.
Okay.
And I use a spell slot for that, right? I can't remember.
Yes. Okay. Yes? Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, you just have access to it and it's always prepared for you, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. All right, cool. This image. Journal. Add handout. Edit. Oh, gotta do that first. Haha! There we go. That's the gives you a basic drawing of that person. It's been a day since we left, right? Or is it the same day?
It's been the same day.
Okay, I will scroll on him tomorrow then, because I don't fucking have anything.
Alright. Anything else you want to ask them?
Evan is fine on what he's doing. He's just contemplating things.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything.
No.
I think Blue's gonna look over at Leo and kind of slide next to him and be like, "Are you okay?" Are you okay? Like you just talked to your brother. Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
I get it.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, he just looks kind of sad and he says, I get it.
It's still cut out for me.
I get it.
Oh, I get it. Okay. You get it?
Yeah. I get why he gave it.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna give him the staff, right?
Please, it's not mine to give.
Cool. I'm bad at this. That's me, Alicia, saying this, but Blue's thinking it.
I was thinking Blue would have just said it out loud. I'm bad at this.
Yeah, she could. I'm bad at
I
this. There's no alcohol around, so she's gonna
I don't
finger
think
gun
any of
you.
us are good at this. Oh, okay.
If you want to talk, that's cool. When we get to a place with a bar, like I've been looking for and hoping for, we can drink. She's gonna just walk away.
Not super healthy, but okay.
I have been sober for 5 years. I think I deserve it.
Oh my god.
Leo goes back into the existential crisis of, am I 24 now? 23?
Yeah.
Am I? He doesn't know.
Yeah. No idea how that's gonna work.
If I had an ID, it would basically say I'm 23 now, right? But I don't have an ID. I mean, right? He's just sitting there like,
I like
I
his brother is the demon of sloth. His family may or may not be dead. Am I 23? Yeah.
Listen,
24? Wait,
gotta
shit.
deal with-
When's my birthday?
Gotta deal with
oh
stuff
god,
like
do I have a birthday? Am I alive?
Is anybody alive?
Are we even here?
Is this hell? This kind of feels like hell.
It feels like if there was a hell, this would be it.
So our plan is to wait here till at least tomorrow so you can do the scrying thing?
Yeah, take a rest.
Okay.
Cause like it's probably like really close to night.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
coming up on it.
If all these people are still out, it might be a good idea just for us to get them into tents in the meantime.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
in case they're out, all through the night.
Mm-hmm.
So, Blue can't do that. I don't think she can lift a person.
They're elves. They're actually kind of light.
I don't think Blue can lift a person.
Okay,
Brim
okay,
definitely
okay, okay. Roll a deception. I'm waiting. Oh,
There.
yeah, no, Blue can't lift the person apparently.
I
Too hard.
can't. Oh, it's so Saris, it's so heavy. Oh, I'm trying so hard.
I'll try, but yeah, that seems about right.
How long does
Alright.
it take Prim to set up the perimeter?
It only takes an hour to set up a private sanctum, right?
I think so. What's the cast time? 10 minutes.
10 minutes. There you go.
Blue will cast Lehman's tiny hut for all of our people,
Mm-hmm.
just because it's a nicer tent, or at the very least, it's for her. She hopes you guys come in. She doesn't like being alone.
Leo
Please.
will.
Please come in.
He is
Please
incredibly
come in.
uncomfortable around the various elves, especially since they're all passed out.
It's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy. just in case there's some residual thing with the ooze.
Mm.
Doesn't
You
hurt.
guys destroyed the mannequin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is what people said they did.
Evan did an explosion. So,
Leo's displeased by this. Yes.
Cool.
yeah, I think as Sarah's like going about moving the bodies into the into domiciles
Various
and stuff.
sense. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She seems frustrated, but she doesn't like throw them around. Just like
Oh, by the way, after an hour, Saris, you get your memories back.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So
I
did
think we all
Sarah.
did. But it didn't really matter. It didn't
It
forget
was
a lot.
going to matter, and then it didn't.
It could have
Because you-
mattered. But it didn't.
Because Holy Light decided to fuck that Obelix. Why do you guys crit my big guys?
There's a 5% chance. That's why.
Why is it 100% chance for you guys to crit my big
There
guys?
isn't
Because
though.
we attack a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're sending us so many big guys our way. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
To be fair, I don't want you to stop sending big.
Cry, Chris. Cry about it.
I will cry about
Do
it,
it.
thank you.
Do it. That was pathetic.
This is
Aw.
pathetic.
So, as the day wears on, some of the elves begin stirring, but they look rather weak. A lot of them are missing very large holes in their memory.
Uh-huh.
I guess we should probably ask Mr. Not Enough Consonants. Ann
And
Heron.
Heron.
I remembered that, but not Ann Heron.
That's why I have
who's
those
the
sheets still
leader? Yeah. Who's the leader of this village? Well, before all this happens,
You killed him.
Yeah, it was the big guy, remember? Who was the elder.
So he was completely turned into what? That thing?
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't know, but that is what Elinara has told me.
I see. All right.
And was threatening my life and her life if they spoke out about it, or if we spoke out about it.
Just as like a side note, every single time an elf wakes up, Prim makes tea for them. And is just going around making sure
Tea.
everyone's good.
What kind of tea do you use? Do you use the bamboo?
No, I'm gonna use the life's pine because I can just make more flowers now, right? With
Yep.
druid.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna be using.
You have druid craft, right?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make life pine. Do you want me to roll like a general 1d6 for all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see how good they feel. Hey, they're all right.
And it takes
Not
away a
terrible.
point of exhaustion if they have it.
Yeah, not terrible, but it wakes them up, which is good enough.
Bark!
Woo.
Bark! Go!
Let's see who's home.
Bark.
Oh my god, it's just Mo. Come on! Get in the goddamn room. Go. Go! Bed. Jeez. All right. So you guys spend the night. Is there a watch of some sort?
Lucy is awake.
Okay.
Don't we have like 2 levels of protection
Mm-hmm.
circle spells?
Yes.
Yeah, Leo's not gonna keep watching unless he's told to.
Yeah, Lucy's just gonna.
Doesn't Saris not sleep?
Yeah.
She
Doesn't-
can choose not to.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
isn't.
that's right.
Yeah.
Saris only needs to sleep for pleasure, not
Oh.
for function.
Don't say pleasure.
Sorry, I just watched the Cyborg episode of American Dad.
Jesus Christ. No, she's not sleeping.
So I need Saris and Lucy to roll me a perception.
Okay.
If they're both doing it, roll me 4.
What has dark vision? You have dark vision.
I need.
Does this have
Yeah,
dark
there you
vision?
go.
This has dark vision, and it's less terrifying.
Look at those 10s, 9s, and an
4
11.
for each, so I need to roll 4.
You need to roll 4, 1 for each 2-hour period.
Okay. Great. Cool.
We're really on top of this. Lucy. We
There
got
we go.
this.
I got the last 2. We're fine. Stop.
Okay, so, yeah, Saris.
So-
On the second 2-hour, you see Elinara, head into the big tent.
Yeah, I'll like. I'd want to see what she's up to.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll try to be subtle about it.
Mm-hmm.
By yourself.
Lucy is circling above,
Yeah, Lucy's around it.
but she
Lucy
rolled
did
an
not
8.
see it.
She rolled
Yeah,
an 8.
Lucy.
She didn't see it.
Lucy did not see it.
She's just circling, like she didn't see anything.
But yeah, I think she'll try to handle it by herself. So I'll roll stealth. Eh. 16.
Okay.
What
So-
you doing?
So, how do you approach the tent? Because she has already made it inside by the time you get close to it.
Okay. And just kind of like peel the flap open a little, look inside. I guess. And try to slip in if she seems occupied.
All right. So, she seems to be working on rebuilding the mannequin.
Fucker.
Okay. I'm going to watch her instead.
Okay. So it takes her about another 10-15 minutes until the mannequin has fully been propped up perfectly. She uses the mending spell a whole lot.
Yeah.
Why are you laying
Put
like
it
a
back
plate
together.
piece?
Yeah. Before she's finished.
This bitch
I'm
is
gonna-
undoing my second level spell slot.
I'm gonna make myself known. And walk in. You've been
Okay.
busy.
So now that you've stepped inside and have a better look at her. She seems to be in full armor, full plate.
The fuck?
Wait, what? How did I not see that?
It's more like the clothing that she's wearing, the elven chain that she has on.
Okay, so it's Elven Chain, not full plate.
It is full plate, but like made out of elven armor. Kind of like that scaly, very flexible mail.
Sure, whatever. uh, does she appear armed?
No,
Okay. How does she react when I reveal myself?
she spins and says, "Oh, my apologies. Uh,
Uh-huh.
I was just,
Uh-huh.
I'm closing the distance.
I was just fixing this item here
Why?
because I was curious."
Bullshit. Bullshit.
You may roll an insight if you like.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Uh,
5.
Bullshit.
okay. She does not appear, uh, she doesn't appear, it doesn't appear like she's lying. There's no tics or like shifty eye look or anything like that when she says the words, but she seems to be carefully placing every single word. Like she's thinking about how she's going to word everything.
Okay. Tell me why you're doing this right now.
If you must
I'd like
know,
to cast Zone of Truth.
all right.
Charisma save. And like you know whether they you
Yes.
know. Okay.
She succeeded in the throw.
Okay.
And she says, "If you must know, I wanted to understand more about these sins that you mentioned."
And you're doing this in the middle of the night.
She kind of raises an eyebrow. "You're elven, no?"
I say again, you're doing this in the middle of the night with no allies around you.
"I apologize. Am I supposed to have company every time I do any piece of research?"
Concerning the sins, I would recommend it. In any case, I will not allow these experiments to continue. Go back to your tent.
"I'm sorry. I don't think you can just make me do as you please.
No, but she knows
I
someone
don't
who
think
can.
that's your call."
But you can.
Mm-hmm. I can.
Wait, did she say, "But you can"?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yes.
Okay. I mean, yes.
I will protect this village with my life. And if that means stopping you from doing what you're doing right now, I will.
Princess, I don't think we need to come to blows about this.
No, we don't.
So, why don't you tend to yours and I will tend to mine?
You aren't.
I'm not.
You're not establishing control of the situation. Alone, in the dark, acting suspiciously. When everyone's awake, maybe then you can investigate this statue. At that point, I won't stop you. I will not allow my friends to be slaughtered in their sleep by a demon summoned by you by accident or on purpose. So I say again, return to your tent.
She kind of does that slow eye glare. Very well, Princess. We'll do it your way. And she heads out.
Oh, this bitch.
Resources, man. Don't want to fucking stop.
Okay. I will follow her out of the tent and whistle for Lucy, I guess. Which,
She'd probably notice that, yeah.
yeah.
She'd come down, land on your shoulder, and kind of chirp.
Can you wake Primrose for me?
She chirps again. And Prim wakes up in the tent. Kind
Right here.
of groggily comes out and meets you at the big tent.
Alright.
Are you staying there?
Yeah,
Okay,
and
yeah.
she gestures to come inside the tent.
What's happening? What's wrong?
Eleonora rebuilt the statue.
Why?
Said she wanted to study it, and she was not very cooperative when I told her to stop. I had to threaten her to not investigate it further.
Don't forget, she was armored.
And she seemed to be expecting trouble.
How close to like completely fixed is this dummy?
It's only missing a hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking it apart again.
Would you like me to make that faster?
Yes, please.
Okay, I kick it really hard.
Roll me a strength check.
Eh.
Alright, so as you kick it, it kind of like breaks some of the joints and clatters to the ground. Broken again.
I'm gonna pick up both its hands and put them in my bag
Nice.
so she can't finish it again. Okay. I'll talk with her in the morning about this.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Alright. Sleep tight.
And then I go back to bed with both the hands in my bag.
Yeah, I think Sarah stays in the tent for a while, contemplating what she could have been doing. That comes up
And
with anything new.
Lucy is now mainly circling the big tent.
Alright.
And then I return to her. Once I see that Lucy's got this under control. See, everything's fine, guys. It's fine.
And the night wears on into day. Nothing else happens throughout the night. At least nothing you notice.
Mhm.
Great. Right.
First thing I do in the morning is go around and check on everyone.
All right, so everybody seems to be recovering from their lapse of memory.
Mhm.
More holes are being filled, but they're not. It's not done yet.
A family has reunited. One.
Mhm.
Uh, Anhern returns to your tent and asks for Madame Primrose.
Is she still circling?
She's making her rounds.
And Anhern nods and then stands there waiting.
Yeah, I think I'm guarding the big tent.
You see Elinara now in her normal kind of her normal clothing that that you saw when you first met her. Cross from her tent to the medical tent and go inside.
I'm watching you.
And nothing else, at least for now.
Mhm.
So whenever you get back,
Yeah.
he'll talk to you. But what's everybody else doing? I know what Saris and Primrose are doing. Leo?
His morning stretches and exercises to clear his head and
Well, I think we know what Blue's doing.
Blue?
Blue is watching said exercises and stretching.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep.
Evan?
With an umbrella drink in her hand.
Uh-huh.
She's got the sunglasses on.
Lawn chair, all that.
Mm.
Sunglasses pushed
Oh.
down to the bridge of the nose.
I'm just oh, she's got the weird ones that are, the three sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you've got the ones that flip up. Like the
Oh,
sunglass lens flip up over the regular glasses.
God.
Evan will probably do some of his morning exercises as well. Saber practice.
Story.
Oh, hey.
Story.
I'm watching something right now. I can give you a story in a little bit.
There once were two hotties.
Who
Hey,
both have
Saris,
nice
do you want to
bodies.
join in and make my morning?
Perhaps another time.
As like, and Aaron's just staying there, like, really.
And
What is this party?
no, Blue takes out a notepad and says, "And that is one on the calendar."
Yep.
Ah, shit.
Yep.
I made a mistake.
Yep.
Just by
Let's
being
finish
polite. No. No.
And eventually, Primrose, you finish your rounds and get back to Anhern. Anhern approaches you and says, "I was not able to get in contact with the High Council. I assume that's Phalar's fault. But I was able to get in contact with the High Elves that are dealing with our Shadowfell cousins."
Oh. That's good.
Mm,
Is it not?
they have not been able to get in contact with our Shadowfell cousins.
Are they also in the forest?
Yes,
Huh. Okay.
they are the newest addition to our family, and they decided to take up residence in our glade and ignore all else that came that ignore all contact from the High Council.
Oh, they didn't reside here before?
No, they came. They decided they were going to stay here. We asked them to speak with us on this matter. They did not.
Prim just kind of tilts her head.
Any that go near there are immediately rejected, and if press further, any that press further gained injuries.
Hmm. I wonder what made
Never,
them move
they
here.
were never killed. No emissary or messenger has ever been killed for entering their, and he puts in quotes, their lands.
No elves were harmed in the making of this report.
But they have been very
Resistant. The word you're looking for is resistant.
Okay.
impolite.
Then we'll just have to go visit them after everything's done here. She kind of smiles.
Very well.
Oh,
I just thought you wished to be notified of this.
Yes, thank you. Where's Eleonora?
She told me this morning that she needed to go back and see about her nutritional medicines and see if she could improve upon it. What with the village being indisposed at the moment.
And just kind of frowns her eyebrows together. And do you know of her late night activities last night?
What late night activities?
She tried to rebuild the mannequin inside the big tent. Sarah stopped
And
her.
Heron kind of tilts his head. I don't think so. She was with me all night.
I'm gonna say this with all respect, but I'm very suspicious of your wife now. If this has a very serious topic to do with the sins, and anyone who seems a bit off when it comes to the sins business, I don't trust.
I understand. If there's been a problem, I'm sure my wife will answer any questions.
Would you like to come with me?
Of course.
Oh God, what if it wasn't her?
It
I think that
probably
makes more
wasn't.
sense than it was her at this point in time.
She was not acting the same.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Okay.
Honestly, it could go either way at this point.
Oh, Saris, do you want to come with us?
Yeah, if you go and get her. Yes.
Head over to the medical tent.
I am going to go over towards the big tent and just, stand outside guarding it.
Ah,
All
you're
right.
eavesdropping.
No,
No,
he's
the big tent,
Big
not
tent.
the medical
We're going
tent.
to the medical tent.
Oh, okay.
No, that's what Blue's doing. Blue is probably the one that's eavesdropping.
But then Blue
Just
forgets
fucking
that
walk
that...
in.
She would.
No, Blue has no sense of subtlety, that's right.
Eleonora, who, when you guys get to the tent, is currently, she's hunched over doing the very, very slow, methodical dripping from one container into another,
Mm-hmm.
like drops at a time, and
Just,
she's watching very carefully.
yeah, I'm gonna just let her finish that before speaking up or anything.
And Heron will be the one to interrupt her. And she'll
Okay.
and she like gets she's spooked and spills a little bit onto the table and then tisks sharply and looks over. And Heron, how many times do I have to tell you? You don't need to clear your throat.
Interrupting
Oh.
someone when they're pouring certain liquids could end up in a very severe accidents. They're not fun.
Primrose,
Yes, hi.
Princess Kel, I apologize. I did not realize you were here. How can I help you?
I was just wondering what you were doing in the tent last night. The chief's tent?
She kind of tilts her head confused. I did go into the tent, but not last night. I went in the late afternoon to retrieve a couple of bottles.
Do you mind if Ceres casts the Zone of Truth? I just want to make sure
don't
you're
have-
not lying.
I don't see a problem with this, but
Okay, thank you.
I'm confused. Do you not trust me?
I just want to make sure that if it wasn't you in the tent last night, we find out whoever it was that was looking like you.
Very well.
Indeed. And I do cast the spell.
She willingly fails.
That is a good start.
I actually don't know if they willingly do or if they
Do the
just...
rest of us need to roll?
Yes.
You can always willingly fail a
And you know if they fail.
and a
succeed.
save.
Yes.
So you know she failed.
But my point was I'm not supposed to know whether or not she intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, she fails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. All right.
Okay, would you like to repeat your answer for my previous question again, please?
Please repeat the question so that I may answer it fully.
Were you in the chief's tent last night?
No, I was not.
Okay, so you were not the one who was trying to rebuild the mannequin?
No, I was not.
And you were asleep the entire night?
No, I was not.
Okay. Can you wear armor?
Yes.
Do
I
you own
am
any?
trained. I am trained in martial arts. Yes.
Okay.
Can you show me your armor?
Of course. And she looks around and says, it's not here." And Heron sighs and then starts walking out of the tent.
Okay.
Did Anhairn pass or fail?
Let me go see.
Oh, so someone went into the big tent that night
Mm-hmm.
or last night?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Blue. Yes.
Hi. Sorry, yeah, she would have just followed Sarah's
I'm
if
gonna just
people were done
check
training.
real quick. I have both hands still in my bag, right?
He passed.
Passed. I have both hands still in my bag, yes?
Yes.
Cool. And here?
Yes.
not want to be here for this?
I went to go get my wife's armor, if you don't mind.
You know where it is.
Of course I do.
Okay.
She's very methodical and keeps it in the same place every night.
Okay. Does she look confused by
Alright.
this?
Does she look confused by it? No.
No. Okay.
I mean, it looks like she is very her area and space are very organized. It's organized chaos. I mean, it's chaos, but it's organized chaos. You know, being a researcher and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, what he said is probably accurate.
Okay.
You'd know that with your
Yeah.
just your passive insight.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go find it then. And I'm gonna follow him.
And he goes into the tent, goes to a chest in the corner, and begins pulling out various silver plate.
Is this the armor you saw? Sarah?
I thought you were just going, but okay.
Well, she would ask you to come because you're the one that saw the armor. You're the one
Right,
who saw
okay,
the person.
Sure. Yeah, I thought we were gonna bring it back. Okay. That makes
No, I
sense, too.
followed him to make sure that he didn't
Alright.
I'm
Okay.
a run.
Yeah, bolt. Because
Right.
now she's also
Yeah, I know.
suspicious of him.
That's what I thought you were doing, but okay.
Nah.
Yeah, he can bring it back. That's not a big deal. He's just pulling out all the
Oh,
pieces
Okay. Yeah, no. She
and
just, yeah.
and then begins carrying it back.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
well, is it the same armor?
No, it is not. It is not even Elven Chain.
Okay. Well, no, that was the last one. Ugh. Okay. So that's not the armor I saw you. Where?
Well, I did not put on my armor last night. I can promise you that.
That is, of course, my conclusion as well.
Yes, it was definitely not you last night, so we have an intruder. Or someone
Crap.
who was here. They might not be anymore. And they would have had to got inside before I did my runes.
Okay. Well, perhaps we should gather everyone.
I checked on everyone. There wasn't any, additional numbers, was there?
No.
Okay.
Are they all? Is everyone fit to walk?
Can I peek inside the big tent before I go over?
I mean, sure.
Has anything changed since? Well, I mean, aside from a different scatter pattern on the mannequin.
When are you checking? When they all call you? When he calls everybody? When they call everybody?
Yeah.
All right, then let me resolve that before they get to that point first.
Fuck, they're still in the tent.
I mean, I looked in the tent earlier. It was fine.
And I didn't say Lucy was still keeping watch. Because I had that in my head, I just didn't say it.
Oh, it was still broken earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I okay. What are we waiting for then?
Chris was doing shit.
So you guys are now collecting everybody, all the elves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Together. Yes. So you guys begin collecting all the elven people together. You go about counting everybody. Evan, you look inside
Mm-hmm.
the tent.
Yeah.
Roll a perception for me. Okay, so there is exactly one change. The mannequin,
Yeah.
it's just it's been propped up, but it's still broken in pieces. Like there's still pieces on the ground.
Like
Uh-huh.
they went and did it. And fuck, they removed a piece.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But it was broken like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
So how do you guys go about checking all these people? Oh, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Evan. Go ahead.
No, I still hadn't come up with what I was gonna say, so
Okay.
you're good.
Sorry, I'm just
No,
being
no.
like,
Come back to me.
I just inhaled water. I was gonna divine sense.
I love
I always
mysteries, guys.
I'm gonna drink a bit of my bamboo tea. Just so I can get the detect magic effect on me.
Let's run our standard battery of tests.
Uh-huh.
Nope. You
No.
sense nothing other than the normal stuff you would sense, like story.
Does my
Alright.
detect magic pick up anything? I didn't
Besides, okay, so the big thing that it picks up is the mannequin.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else that is normal. You pick up the circlet around Anne Heron's head,
Mm-hmm.
and a pair of bracers around Elenara's arms, but that's it.
Okay.
So, when I did detect magic yesterday, did those also ping?
Yes.
Just normally? Okay.
I apologize, I did not mention them before, but they are largely unimportant.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just standard magical items for.
Nothing
Mhm.
else.
Nothing else.
Alright, I don't detect anything.
I'm gonna look for Lucy.
Oh, she's probably still circling.
Okay. Gonna wave Lucy down.
Yeah, she'll come down and like land on your shoulder.
Lucy, tell Prim that it has been repaired. It's being repaired. Not now, but blah blah blah.
Sure.
I give a status update inside the tent.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
And then she takes off again and keeps circling.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna go check the tent then.
Yes, I think that's our best.
Mm.
Leah, what
Go.
are you doing through this?
Take another one.
Until he is summoned to do otherwise, he's just doing standard exercise. He might run the perimeter,
Mm-hmm.
partly to kind of check the perimeter, but also because he's been running a lot.
Give me a perception check. Okay, so one thing you do find is like a shirt and pants of elven clothing, just stranded out way about, I want to say 200 to 300 feet away from the main tent, from coming from behind it.
Okay, I think I'll gather that up.
Always close to me.
and bring it back to camp with me.
All right. So you guys go inside to check the tent and the mannequin, and it has been somewhat repaired while it's been standing up, but there's still, again, it's still joints broken, but it is now standing.
Is everything fixed except for the hands?
No,
No?
no. It looks like it was like in mid repair.
And then they realize that there are missing parts?
Oh,
Or,
something.
yeah.
Something made them stop. And then they stopped. Or someone came to the tent and caught them, or whatever. Nearly caught them, whatever.
Can I look around for footprints?
Yes, you may. Roll a survival check. There is a set of footprints heading out to the back of the tent.
They went this way.
Hmm.
And I'll start following them.
We pursue!
Lucy
I
doing
will-
an aerial check above us.
You guys pretty much run smack dab into Leo.
Oh, Leo.
Hello.
Hi.
Someone stripped in the wood.
Well, I know what the title is.
Someone stripped in the wood.
Wait, where? Where?
Going that way, yes?
Yeah.
Well, we have reason to believe that the person that went that way
Is no longer in the camp.
and is not our ally.
Yes. How far
I
out?
was running the perimeter when I found.
Okay. How fresh are the tracks that we were following? Can I tell that?
Survival?
Probably not.
I could.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a ranger.
Yeah, they're humanoid.
Mm-hmm. Humanoid, yes.
Favorite enemy.
Yeah, there's...
Go ahead and roll it.
Hey, Evan, can you help with this?
So they're probably about 15 to 20 minutes fresh.
Not long. Probably about when I came over to that tent to guard it, they heard someone outside.
Okay, then they're not far.
No.
But with your 23, you know that the prints head back into the elven encampment.
They come
Someone.
back?
To blend in.
And they changed their clothes, I guess.
Why don't we just take a part of the statue so they can't complete it?
I already have both the hands in my bag. I did that
Oh,
last
did you?
week.
I'm sorry, I did
It's
not
okay.
hear that. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
That's good.
I mean, Blue wouldn't have known that.
Burn it.
Oh,
We have to burn the statue.
It's made of rocks, isn't it?
No, it's wood.
It's wood.
Oh, it's wood.
Cool. What the fuck do I have prepared today, huh? I have Flaming Sphere prepared.
Don't worry, I think I can take care of it.
Okay.
But this does mean that someone in the village is...
Back. Yes.
Well, let's follow those tracks again, see if those...
Yeah, I'll follow the tracks. You guys head back to the village, just so we don't tip them off.
Okay. Lucy's gonna land on your shoulder.
Oh no, we didn't find anything!
Yeah.
I'm going to stealthily follow the tracks.
All right,
to see
so
which tent.
I'm gonna go
They
research.
lead.
So, okay. So first things first.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Evan, give me another survival check at advantage. Because you're tracking what you assume to be a humanoid. Alright, good. Are you guys trying to hide the fact that you guys didn't find anything, or what?
I thought the
they
goal
probably
was we
wanted
were
to act.
making it
Thing
obvious
is-
that we didn't find
Yeah,
anything.
we're,
so
we're,
that
we're
Yeah.
pretending we didn't find anything.
Okay,
I mean,
so I
How
need
is it different than not saying?
Yeah,
anything?
like Blue will be like, I mean, I don't really know what you guys expected to find or why.
No,
Right.
I just don't want. I just want to know your demeanor as you come
Mhm.
back to the people.
I mean, we're still like suspicious enough.
Prim looks kind of annoyed.
Heard that you guys what you guys looked like
Yeah, Prim looks kind of
when
annoyed.
you came back.
I think Blue looks relaxed.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing like a concerted effort to. Oh, we didn't find anything. There's nothing out there.
I mean, you guys could have said, well, whoever made it got away or whatever.
I'm not saying shit because I'm not good at that, so I'm not fucking saying shit.
No, I said
Okay.
Blue did say she's like, I don't really know what you guys expected to find. There isn't anything.
Okay, so roll a deception for me, Blue.
Okay. Yeah, Blue's acting like there's no reason for her to be worried.
Mhm.
If my character sheet will load.
Ooh, roll 20.
it just doesn't make sense for the rest of us to do.
Haha.
Crush
All right.
as usual.
Let me bard. I don't get to bard much. Let me bard.
All right, so everybody else is just acting their normal self.
Yeah.
Leo's just acting like he's came back from a run, which is what
True.
he did.
Which is true. All right, so then I need everybody else to just make me a charisma check.
Eh.
Regular old-fashioned charisma check.
I guide Ceres.
That's a good idea.
I give you advantage.
No, that's not
Guidance
how.
is 1d4,
Yeah.
Right, yes.
but let's see. That's 15. That's a 2.
Rip.
I'm not good at this.
Leo's grumpy looking. I don't know.
Leo's fucking tired, all right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he's tired.
He's all sweaty. No one's gonna pay attention to how he's acting.
All right. Evan, I need you to roll a stealth check for me because I know you're trying to.
Yeah.
Sneaky, sneaky.
I'm also gonna give myself pass without a trace to be
Go for it.
much more unassuming.
Go for it.
All right.
So
30.
30. Cool.
That's
All right.
just ridiculous.
Does Lucy need to roll? Because she's on his shoulder.
No, because.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Actually, yes, because you
Okay.
could possibly. It's still possible for Lucy to fail.
27.
Okay, Lucy
27.
didn't fail.
27:30. You guys don't even remember that Evan was there.
Who's Evan?
Who's that?
Who's Evan?
All right, so
Whose
Evan.
dad is that?
Mhm.
Uh,
Evan, you are led right back up to Anhairn and Elinara's tent.
Okay. I'm gonna. Do I hear them inside it?
No, they're outside
Okay.
with everybody else.
All right.
Squeaky, 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 squeak.
I'm gonna just whisper to Lucy.
Yeah, she's giving live updates.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lift from the back and just pop inside to do a little like surveying inside.
Give me an investigation.
Gross brain stuff. Good brain
Okay.
stuff.
All right, so as you look inside this place,
I'm gonna give
there
Lucy
is-
a signal to if they're coming to fly back to my shoulder so I can get out of the tent.
So,
She'll start circling.
one thing you notice
Mm-hmm.
is the chest that the plate mail was in.
Mm-hmm.
The chest itself seems normal, but as you look inside it,
It has a false bottom.
it has a false bottom.
Got it.
You open
That
it up.
booty fake.
You
Mhm.
open it up to reveal Elven Chain of the dark variety.
Mm-hmm. I look to Lucy if we have enough time.
Yeah, she hasn't come back in yet.
Okay. I am going to take it with me.
What the fuck is this?
Oh no, this is gonna be better. I take that and like put it and like take it with me. I'm gonna just look around real quick for any other notes that might be around.
You don't see anything in particular.
Okay. I also can't read Elven, so I don't know what I'd be looking for.
Anything else?
Okay. If nothing else stands out, then yes, that will be enough for me.
Nope, nothing else really stands out.
Okay.
Well, okay, there is one thing that stands out.
Okay. Ooh.
There is.
Is it?
Evan, give me a religion check.
Yeah, I was gonna say holy symbols.
Okay. So
You notice there's a bunch of pentagrams on the floor. You didn't notice.
yeah, there's a
It's
bunch
like,
of
In blood.
there's a bunch there is a pentagram made of blood all over the top of the tent.
Actually, they're everywhere. They're just on everything.
Mhm.
It's,
Alright,
it's, all of a sudden-
so-
it's like Tangled. Like once you see one, you see it everywhere.
So Anhairn has looked like your nominal mage thus far.
Somewhere.
Except for the fact that now that you're looking at stuff, you're seeing more divine equipment than anything else.
He be a cleric.
Jacques!
Yeah.
Whatever.
Secret cleric.
Secret cleric.
Arcana domain.
Nerd. All right, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to just quickly scribble that whatever holy. If I find like if I see his holy symbol, I'm just gonna scribble.
There's no holy
Direct
symbol.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no holy symbol that you found. It was more like because you've worked in a temple.
Yeah.
You know what the divination.
I know the
tools.
accoutrements to
Yeah.
divinity. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to re-put everything back the way I found it, including the false bottom.
Mhm.
Except I now have the Dark Elven chain, and I'm
Mhm.
going to sneak out the back of the tent, do a quick little like click to call Lucy back.
Yeah, she sees you and comes back and lands on your shoulder.
Okay,
All right.
they're playing us.
Chirp.
Baby motherfucker.
Chirp.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to make my way back to the main tent, to the big tent.
All right.
Chirp.
The rest of you.
What
do you do?
Prim is doing like a head count. Or like, yeah, putting on the airs of like searching still, not knowing what's
Yeah,
happening.
I'm gonna
but
check
still
them at the
getting
big.
the update.
You see the numbers, they're fine.
I check the big tent again.
Big tent, Evan's in it.
Wait.
Yeah, Evan went back to the big tent.
Okay. I thought we were doing this at the same time.
Oh, right. You're backing up. Yeah, the big tent looks
Wait.
exactly the way you left.
Evan got here a lot faster
Where
than we
is
did.
Eleonora and Anham? Are they
They're
still
with
us?
the other people. With the other people. Elinara is
Mhm.
serving some of that nutritional drink.
Okay.
I bet Eleanor is fine, but her
Yeah.
husband
still,
is
still
evil.
I think both.
I,
It's both.
I think it's just him.
All right. Well, let's.
Let's Jacques.
Did
Getting
we
onto
find
the
anything
armor.
in,
And then
in
getting
the big
breakfast.
Besides Evan.
tent? Yes, besides the future presence of Evan.
Roll an investigation if you're searching the Big Tent.
Nice.
All right. So, the big thing that you do find in the Big Tent is a set of scrying ball.
Ooh.
What is it? The ear horn and glass eye.
Okay, clairvoyance and scrying.
Yes.
Maths.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I loot them like the murder hobo I am.
I am princess, but also murder.
But
hobo.
also looter. But also murder hobo.
Look, somebody's got to use them.
Someone's
For
got to
good
do it
and
all.
not evil.
Evil.
Evil! God damn it. Alright. And then I guess we, convene.
All right. Last thing, Blue.
Yeah.
Story sits on your head, and suddenly she shifts her head over at Elunara and Anhairn, and you hear a very low hiss.
It sounds like cupcake squeaking.
Yes, it sounds like squeaking.
Can I tell which one she's hissing at, or is it both?
No, it's you
General.
can't tell which one. She's just pointed in that direction. And then I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, damn.
I'm nowhere near her, right?
Who?
Blue.
Blue?
Neither
No.
is Saris, right?
Nope.
Because I did not go back to 10.
All right, you pass.
Jesus
You
Christ,
felt-
I passed?
You feel someone trying to probe your mind.
Bro, your mind!
God, joke's on them. There's nothing in there.
Aha!
Ah, ah, ah.
You're not sure
It's just
who
the booty
it did.
song repeatedly.
Who did? You don't know
Bless
who did it, but you know someone was trying to do it. And Blue is not Blue. Story is hissing extremely softly, but like it's very vicious.
I mean, honestly, if I had known, I might just have let them, because that's torture in itself for them.
Look at that booty.
Oh,
Show me the
oh,
booty. Look at that. I want the booty.
They're just like, oh man, we're gonna find out all this important information, and then like every meeting we've ever had is just Blue like, damn, they all look great. Damn.
Look at that
Look at
booty.
these sexy
Show me-
Just
heroes.
not listening to anything anyone says. Like, dang, everyone looks great.
Would you do me? I'd do me.
I do you hard.
God, Saris is hot. Oh man, she's really hot when she keeps talking to me. Oh shit, I haven't listened to anything she said. I'll just nod and
Nod
flirt
and
with
smile.
her.
Nod and smile.
The fucking worst.
She deeps.
Guys,
It's a deep delve, and it's the same exact thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I might have just failed that if I had known.
But you know.
Yeah. I can't remember. How obvious is message again? Could I do it without them noticing?
I mean, you just whisper
Just
into the air,
whispering, yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a whisper off to probably one to Saris and then one to Prim.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, "Hey, heads up, someone just tried to read my mind. And Story's freaking out about these two. You guys kind of left me with them."
No, Prim stayed.
Oh, she did? Oh, I thought you said you weren't near me.
No, I asked if I was near you, and Prim
Oh,
said
okay.
no.
It's not. It wasn't. You're within 15 feet, but not within.
Yeah, touching range.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would send that out to both of you. Can I roll deception that Blue has just no idea what's going on?
Act casual. Perfect.
Roll of sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Good, pretty good.
It was the sleight of hand is to make it
Cast
look like
the
you're
spell.
not looking, you're not doing anything. You're like whistling, except the whistling is a message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
So she
I,
just
I get.
yeah, acting as
And just-
casual as possible, and messages like, "If you're coming back, be casual."
Okay. I finished putting my new loot in the bag.
Bag of holding. Yeah.
Yeah, and come on out. And
As
come to
just as
Blue.
I'm coming in the back.
Great.
I'm glad we could reconverge.
Come on now.
What?
Come here. Just follow
What?
me.
Oh, you do realize that I have evidence, right?
Hold on.
Okay, fine.
Okay, we come to Blue.
And Heron and Eleanor kind of look at each other and look back at you.
Mhm.
Well,
Can we talk to you two in a separate tent?
sure.
We stayed in Blue's tent, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's
That's
gone.
Gone. Cool.
Mhm.
I could cast it, it's no issue.
No, I don't want you using a spell.
It's a ritual.
Oh, is it?
Wait for 10 minutes, we'll make it 10.
Yeah, let's do that.
It is the safest thing.
Let's do that.
Okay.
I guess
I've
we
got a
make an
quick thing.
interrogation chamber.
Mm-hmm.
As we're walking around with them, I want to make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Are either of their footprints matching the ones that went into their tent?
So you're like kind of trailing behind a bit.
Just a little bit.
Like roll a survival for me.
Lucy's still on
Advantage
your shoulder.
because favorite enemy?
At disadvantage.
Why?
At disadvantage.
Could they both have peg legs?
You have a total
Okay,
of
so
4 pegs.
so here's the problem.
Shapeshifters.
They do not have the same footprint as the one you were following. However, Anhairn has the same gait
Mm.
as
Huh.
the tracks you've been following.
Okay. I have a really bad plan, but I don't want to do it, but it would be fun. I'm not going to do it. No.
Please
While we're
don't.
walking, Blue's gonna mentally ask Story which one's dangerous.
Okay. The mental words that you get back is blonde hottie.
Got it.
That's
Got it.
Anhairn.
Great.
Anhairn's blonde. The other one's a brunette, which
Mhm.
means black hair for some reason.
I'm gonna ask her to. I'm gonna ask her to. What? 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 Oh wait, she can only send that to me. She can't send that to other people, right?
Nope. She can only send
Later.
emotions.
Okay. Blue's going to message Saris and let her know. I'm
It's the
just
blonde
gonna
hottie.
try. She's gonna try to do that as sneakily as possible. Yeah, she's like, it's the blonde hottie.
Blonde hottie. He looks so fucking good, but he's so evil.
Not only is it in code,
Story says it's the blonde hottie.
okay. Well, I guess we wait until the hood is up until we.
Yeah. Well, she was telling you that way you could
Yeah.
tell people if need be.
Okay.
Oh, Prim already assumed it was him and not her already because
I think we all know
Well,
that
yeah.
now
She-
from like
Yeah.
separate things, but
Yeah,
She was willing to be a part of the Zone of Truth.
yeah.
It was not her.
Yeah, she failed it. He succeeded.
all right. Once you have it up,
The tent goes up around all of you, and Elunara and Anhairn included.
all right. I'm going to cast Zone of Truth again, and nobody will resist.
Can you cast magic in here?
Yes.
Okay.
Bart.
It's imperative that none of you
Bart!
resist,
Right.
and that Cupcake stop barking.
Leo resists through an inherent magic state.
Stop that! Stop. Did they
Leo
respond at
resists
all
because
to
he
that?
has no choice.
Like, how do they respond to being told, "Don't do it. Just don't"?
Yeah.
Chris.
I think Chris is dealing with.
I had to deal with Cupcake. Give me a
Yeah.
second.
Stop that!
Cupcake,
Ah!
stop being a brat.
Cupcake, why are you so adorable?
Why are you such a brat?
You lose my train of thought again.
Well, you know dogs are like their owners.
Well,
That
it
is
gets
true.
sprayed by skunks.
You know, if Chris was a dog, he'd definitely get sprayed by skunks.
I mean,
Actually,
he
it
fell
wouldn't
off a
surprise
fucking
me if
tree.
a dog.
trying
It wouldn't
to
surprise
chase
me
a
if Chris
cat,
just said he
so-
did. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris actually was the one who got sprayed by the skunk. He blames Cupcake on it for it.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, it was Cupcake. Cupcake was the one who got sprayed by the skunk, not me. Not me at all. No.
Why do you smell so bad? I was near.
I was cleaning Cupcake. That's why.
But Cupcake doesn't smell, and you do.
I'm really good at cleaning, except not really.
I'm good at cleaning other things, but not myself.
Rip.
Yep.
God damn it, Chris.
He's probably laying her out.
All right, sorry guys. And yes, it was I who got sprayed
Put your
by
mic
the
down.
skunk all along.
Put your mic down.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, so you throw out the zone of truth.
And
Well,
to
I'm telling them beforehand.
not to
Do
resist.
not resist.
Yeah.
Okay. Elunara fails.
Mm-hmm.
Anhairn succeeds.
Yeah, I'm looking at Saris to see.
Narrow my eyes at Anhairn. Anhairn, do you not follow simple instructions?
I apologize. And he kind of clings his round circlet. This kind of thing, I forget I wear it sometimes.
Yes, I can sense this magical essence. What is it?
It prevents those from detecting my thoughts. We of the High Council need others not know, else they might act differently around us.
She nods. Can I see it?
Sure. Takes it off, hands it over.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check to see if it's what he actually says it is.
Go for it.
Okay.
Roll
It's
that
bullshit.
definitely not.
Yeah, it's a transformation.
Roll that bullshit
isn't it?
check. It's disguise.
Yeah, it's a
Huh?
disguise. It's a disguise. Like it's a disguise thing, right?
You're not sure, but you know it's not a circlet that.
Protect.
It's not a circlet of mind shielding.
Yeah.
I look to
You've
Primrose.
never seen anything like this before.
She like looks at the circlet for a bit, and then she looks up with that exact same smile she did with the chieftain, the very forced smile. Very interesting indeed.
May I have it back?
If you tell me exactly what it actually does.
Princess?
What?
This is not a circle
You're-
of mind blocking.
Elinara looks over at her husband.
And I would like
And
for
Heron?
you to stop lying to us, whoever you are.
This could have all been so
Oh
easy.
dear God, you're gonna say that same shit too.
I put the circlet in my bag.
Well,
I draw my bow.
he holds up his hands. No, you've caught me red-handed.
Also, I'm no princess.
No,
Oh,
he was about to
pointing at
say.
Saris.
Yeah, he was looking at Saris,
Ah.
about to say, your friend seems to be.
Oh, I think he sorely misunderstands the power dynamic of the situation.
But he has his hands up, and Elinara steps back. And Heron, what?
Eleanor, can you please come towards me?
Your husband seems to have been lying a lot.
And Heron, tell me what. Oh, be quiet, Elinara. Always coddling me. Always coddling me.
I'm going
Fa-
to approach him, by the way.
Holds his. He still has his hands up.
Mhm.
Princess, what will you do now?
Well, I need you to tell me what is happening here.
That sounds like a lot of effort.
How long have you been working for him?
Who? Sloth?
I give him a look like, no shit, dumbass.
I think this would be my 3rd century.
Sorry this happened to you, Eleanor.
She's
Right.
sl-
Sorry. Go ahead.
she's like slowly starts walking backwards, kind of in shock.
I'm gonna grab his hands and like restrain him, basically.
Saris, be careful.
He does not attempt to do anything.
I'm always careful. I lie through my fucking teeth.
Leo just like stares at her like,
Really?
Everybody's just like,
Uh-huh.
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 She
Leo.
believes what she says. She just isn't telling the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fine.
Story goes lies.
Leo, perhaps you should aid Saris.
sure. I go.
We don't want him to try and play any other tricks.
There's no need for roughhouse. I will go quietly. Too much trouble
Well,
you all are.
Problem. We don't exactly have anywhere to put you, do we?
Why were you trying to rebuild the mannequin exactly?
Because he wants to talk to his boss.
Is that all the mannequin does? Or were you trying to warn
He
others
sh-
of what
he
was
kind-
happening?
He kind of shrugs. You'll never know now, will you?
We have ways.
Okay.
Saris, would you like me to try to get him to be more talkative?
That may be a good idea.
Alright.
You guys don't seem to get this. He's like me, probably.
Alright.
Then why would he be wearing a magical circlet?
I mean,
He was able to
Leo just kind
disguise
of points
himself.
to this sweater.
Well, perhaps we should
Yeah.
try. And
Yeah.
sure that is.
He yawns.
Elf.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Ah,
he
shit.
would
he's
have an
probably-
advantage if he's elf,
managing.
but
Does
I
just
have
not.
magical items.
That
too.
is
This isn't.
that is Crown of Madness.
Oh!
Sure is.
did I accidentally cast Crown of Madness?
Mm-hmm.
Sure is Crown of Madness.
Yeah, that
Did
is.
not
that-
mean for that.
This is what happens when you change the names to your spells.
I know.
Also, I don't know if I would describe Crown of Madness as Starstruck, but okay.
Did I accidentally put in the wrong spell? I think I might have.
Oops.
Which one were you trying to put in?
Charm
Charm
person,
person.
presumably.
Charm person.
Oh, I'm glad that didn't work.
I'm gonna take out my blue cactus. And I will walk up to him.
I mean, your bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
Just start bashing
And I'm
with the
gonna
bamboo.
put it right beside him, and I'm gonna see if it bends like it did with Leo.
It does.
Magic does not work on him, and I pick up the bamboo again.
Alright. Well. I guess we'll just have to kill you then.
If that's what you do, I might finally get some sleep.
Ugh, gods.
You don't understand. When sloth takes hold, you don't get to rest anymore. He does.
And you have no desire to try to fix that, do you?
I mean, in exchange for a lifetime of power? No, not really.
I see you have a lot of power right now. It's really appealing. And of course, I'm like right behind him, like whispering in his ear, which
Mhm.
makes this really weird.
I'm gonna look at him.
Did you not notice the oblex?
Barely.
They weren't much trouble.
No, but they were my oblex.
Sorry about that.
I'm not.
Oh, no problem. Only took me a century to make.
I feel like there's some projection going on here, Chris. Just point that out.
What direction are the Shadowkai? If you don't mind me asking.
Are you going to deliver the staff to my master?
No.
Bitch, what do you think?
Then why should I be cooperative at all?
Because the longer you hold out on us, the later your rest comes.
You promise to end me after this?
I can.
Very well. North. Northeast to be exact.
How far?
Ba-ba.
That I can't answer you.
Can't or won't?
Can't, won't. Does it matter to you?
Is
Kind of
Eleonora
does.
still in the tent?
Mm-hmm.
I imagine she's probably not very happy
I
about it.
don't think you want to be here when this happens.
She nods slowly and starts walking out of the tent.
Do you want to do this?
I think I should only kill demons the way I do.
You didn't register as one.
Okay. Then
Leo, hold him, please.
I will hold him and force him to his knees.
Again, the roughhousing. There is no need.
There's no need, but there's definitely want.
I mean, it's a little bit more fun that way. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. This is a bad time for that.
Is that a realization that Blue has?
Yes, that's what Baloo said.
oh Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Thank you.
god, Blue's developing a conscience.
I don't know if that's
Someone's
what that
about
was.
to die. She's not that.
Oh, hold it. Well, that was really inappropriate. I'm sorry.
Guys, we finally found Blue's line.
Oh god.
He's like, I would leave the tent now, but I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll go in the corner. It's a circle
Just look
tent.
in the corner. And,
It's a circle tent.
yeah. It's like
I'll go to the corner and she just moves to the side, then just starts
Um,
following along this edge of it.
Maybe we should not do this in the middle of the encampment.
we are secluded, but I suppose that could be.
It's when the tent
Yeah, could you
comes
imagine
down.
killing this guy and then all the other elves seeing that he's just suddenly dead on the ground?
Yeah,
That'd be
That's
weird.
what Broom
Well,
just thought about. I'm like, yeah, we should
I mean, we could transport him in the
Stick to the bag of holding.
yeah, that.
no.
That thing.
We're gonna show him being held, and we're gonna escort him out of the village.
Okay.
And,
All right. Well.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here and calm everyone.
All right.
Okay. Lucy will go with you guys in case something goes wrong.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, roll a persuasion check, Primrose.
Can I guide myself?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. Persuasion.
Yes.
Sway that crowd.
D4.
Do it better.
It's a D4, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oy, 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 oy.
The people seem nervous.
Mhm.
Nervous and afraid, but they're not fighting against what's happening. As the group begins marching a young Anhairn out of the village.
And then I'm gonna go comfort Eleonora.
Hot take, Eleanor. How do you feel?
The
Frank,
love of
though.
your life has been lying to you for 3 centuries. What are your thoughts?
Yikes.
Yeah, how's she doing?
Easier than a divorce, a beheading.
So yeah, how do you guys like do that? Just
We're gonna have a rock, paper, scissors off to see who gets to kill him.
Jesus.
Oh, I've already
Christ.
taken that. That's mine.
How long should I wait to flirt with her again?
Who? Saris?
No,
No,
that's
no,
not who she's
I'm
talking
obviously
about.
always gonna flirt with Sarah.
Not who she's talking about.
Elenara.
These are the deep
Elenara.
questions that we ponder at night.
Jesus.
How old am I? When can I flirt with a widow?
A widow
Hi,
of the
yeah.
person
Widows-
we killed.
Are widows sexy? That is the question.
Are widows
I'm
sexy?
pretty sure there's a whole like porn subcategory for the
Oh,
answer of
I
that.
gotta find that.
I don't think she
Now-
has any kids, so she's
Now,
not a milf.
now I want to see it.
Sure.
I don't
Chris.
think I want to see that.
Like, how do they establish
Anyways.
this?
Anyway.
Do you like?
Widow
Do they
fetish.
walk in from the funeral to start it off? Like,
Anyway.
widow fetish.
Chris.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Later.
We walk him out of the village. A
Uh,
ways.
That's it's not a thing apparently.
Oh. I thought it was.
Wait, nope, never mind.
It
Never
is. I
mind.
know it's a thing.
Look harder.
Never mind. Found it.
everything's
Found
a thing
it.
if you look hard.
Found
I'm like,
it.
that could not. That honestly could not be a kink that people are into.
Never mind.
You went to page 2.
Are you
Cool.
satisfied?
Someone stripped in the woods.
He
And
will
now
be
this
later. Bow.
All right. Are we done? Are we done?
All right.
Christ. We walk him out
Mm-hmm.
and, take him out a bit, and then I ask him if he has anything to say before he dies.
Could you let Elinara know that the past years have been the best time of my life?
Well, it's probably more believable if you didn't try to frame her for this.
I didn't.
So it looked as if he did, but we'll see. I will tell him. I don't know if it'll make any comfort, but I'll tell him. Anything else?
No.
Did you manipulate her?
Did I manipulate her? Of course I did. Doesn't mean I didn't love her.
Just not enough to actually care about it.
Care is subjective.
Mm,
In this case, I disagree. And I kill him. Unless you want me to roll for that.
You behead him. And as you do, his head rolls free and then turns into ash.
No, he's gotta catch them all, I guess.
I have a feeling he might not be
Can
dead.
you actually go just behead yourself?
I knew it.
Not a good joke.
Wait, is he still alive?
No. He turns into ash.
Okay.
Whatever
Yeah.
that means.
Could have been a demon?
I
Nah.
was watching through Lucy's eyes. Does that seem like a demon thing?
It could be.
Don't be a dick.
Oh.
Um,
What's happening?
I have
Oh.
I have beans as my
You know your
favorite enemy.
sins.
You know your sins.
Can I make a
Telling your
religion
cats
check
you know your sin.
You may make a religion check.
with advantage because favorite enemy?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Rip.
Alright, you know that demons, when destroyed on the plane that they are created, turn to ash
Oh, he was
and
a
are
demon.
not and are not killed. That's all you know on the subject.
Shit.
Or they are killed. They are killed. I'm sorry. When they are killed on the
If they're killed on their home plane, they dead.
Yep. They super
And
dead.
then they turn to ash.
Hmm.
Oh, the circlet was probably a non-detect for demons.
Mm. Something.
Well, something prevented me from sensing his demonness. Anyway, I guess we return. No blood on our hands. It's all ash.
Jesus.
Oops, all ash.
Bitch got snapped. Yeah. Fuck. I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
We go back to the village.
Return to Eleonora. How's she looking?
She looks distraught. Oh, let me remove this person. You're dead now. Haha.
Prim has been accompanying her, or at least trying to.
I never knew. He didn't once say anything about it.
He was a
Never.
very good liar.
He did say that his time with you was the best of his life. And that he did love you.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I kind of nod slowly. Like, yep. That makes sense to me.
I
Blue's
sacrificed so much for him, and it was him all along.
Evan's just gonna stand awkwardly in the back, knowing damn well he should probably not say something right now.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're gonna stop for the night, guys.
Yep, we killed a man. We killed a woman's husband.
Scry.
You can scry if you'd like.
Subscribe if you
I
want to.
feel like we closed
just
on a
think I
point
got
where I
mad.
could, though.
I mean, Blue was gonna suggest for the woman to go maybe lay down in a tent for a bit. 'Cause
Yeah,
Blue-
Alone.
I've
Blue
Alone.
got,
also-
like, at this point, guys, I've got nothing else for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm out of content.
Hmm.
You guys, because of Wednesday, I'm actually now behind.
Sorry, buddy.
You're not sorry.
A little bit, just a little bit. Because now what's gonna happen next week?
I don't know.
That's why we're sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I mean, I know the general thing of what we can do. It's just, at this point, I haven't built anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I had this huge mystery
Mm-hmm.
thing that we were doing and everything that was really fun.
Yeah,
Or
this
peeing
really
out.
was cool.
This was actually a pretty fun session for that stuff. I got to finally
Yes,
use
I
more of my
enjoyed
ranger
this
kit
series.
than just destruction.
I got to continue to further my theory that divine sense is not useful.
I mean,
hit
it
on
is.
stuff.
That was a joke. Bad
We
one.
learned where Blue's line is.
Widows, apparently.
She asked, how long should I wait?
I don't
Probably
think anyone
isn't
has
going
an
to do
answer
right
for that.
away. And I also probably shouldn't.
Considering that it's an elf, probably never.
She'd have really bad trust issues.
For like
For
centuries.
all eternity, yeah.
Elves mate for life.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Laverius died 50 years ago and Alora's still fucking pissed about it.
Joke's on that. I don't even mate.
Yes,
You
Blue,
talk a
we
big
Don't
know.
game.
even mate.
We know, Blue. You jump out of a window every time anybody even attempts to say anything about it.
Not every time.
No, sometimes she can't escape.
Right,
Sometimes.
right.
Still not every time.
You know what I realized I have?
No.
The
No, I
ability
don't.
to be quiet.
No, I still have this armor.
That was something.
Oh,
we
yeah,
learned
you do
about
have
in
Yeah,
you
you
do
do.
have that armor. That is worth noting. I wonder what that's all about.
Yes. Put
Oh, you
it
got a
on.
loot.
I don't
Jet's
have
cursed as fuck.
identify.
Give me the loot.
Do you have identify?
No.
You have it?
I do not.
No, I'm talking to Blue, not you.
Oh, do I? Probably not.
Okay.
It'd be you'd have it on your sheet if you did.
'Cause I'm pretty
You
sure.
should put it on and attune to it.
No.
The loot?
I'd rather not attune
Oh,
to this.
my detect
like,
magic is still up because it's a 4-hour thing. Is the armor glowy for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
We didn't even get to the armor.
I do not have identify.
Shit.
Like we didn't even mention it during our interrogation. We're just like,
Nope.
nah, you're you.
I mean, we didn't
No,
need
it's
to.
because it was in the It was in the box.
He doesn't think we found it. He doesn't know we have it.
Yeah, but no.
All attuned to.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
well, my
You
you know
could-
what
yeah.
my idea was?
Hmm.
My idea was going to be putting the armor on and disguising self as her to walk up to him.
Probably hella cursed.
Oh my god.
no.
Oh my god. That would have been so good. That would have been so good. You should have done it.
No.
Ah.
I don't think it was a good idea. It would have been funny though.
No, putting that armor on.
Don't.
You should have done it.
Don't do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Don't
I
push
think
it.
I have an
Makes you
idea
look
of what
like-
it does.
Makes you look like a hot elf lady. That's what it
No.
does.
I don't know
It puts
how
you-
to know
Hot
how to
elf.
tell what the fuck these things do, because none of us have identify anymore.
Arcana, I guess.
I tried that, and Chris is like, you don't know.
Not on the armor.
You can't identify with Arcana.
Yeah.
You can attune to it and then find out what it does.
No.
No.
Shut up, Chris.
We'll just fucking figure
What?
it out then.
I
It's
mean,
garbage.
it's sure.
Throw it in a
And
ditch.
you'll never know.
I'm just
Or
gonna put
someone
it on
could
my sheet.
Take identify.
It is called Dark Elven
I mean,
Plate.
what if you can one of you can prepare remove curse, right? You
No,
can do
I
remove
can't.
curse, right? Oh
Wouldn't-
man, that would suck if it was cursed then.
Yeah, I
Just try it
can't. 'Cause
on.
I'm not. If I leveled up one more time, I could do it though.
Would it maybe be a good idea for Leo to put it on?
I don't
He'd
know.
probably be the most resistant.
Let me put on the plate. Let me
Just
put on
real
plate
quick.
armor.
It's Dark Elven Plate. That's
Yeah,
what
let me wear it.
He's an elf, therefore it fits there.
Yeah, let me do it. It'll be fine.
I hold it up to Leo's torso, and it barely. It's like the size of his abs. It's like, I don't know. if this-
Yeah, I
Wear-
need
Wear,
that.
wear a
armor.
string bikini.
He's a blacksmith. He can fix it.
I mean, do you
Also
want
probably-
to put it on?
Kind.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. All right. It's a +1 plate armor. That doesn't give you disadvantage when walking.
I continue
So
to
it's
wear.
stealth.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's also super cursed.
Yeah, it's totally cursed.
Super
What are you
cursed.
talking? It's not cursed. It's like working perfectly fine.
I'm already cursed. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you're not.
There's already a curse in my curse slot. God.
I can only have one curse at a time. Don't you know how D&D works?
That's not true. You can ask Varric that.
I'm really curious about the circlet. Fuck.
Varric's got like
You know how you could figure out what it does?
20 curses, and
Put it
it's
on.
great. I fucking love it. You should get
Varric
more.
is just a... Yeah, he's trying. He's actively trying to be more cursed. That is like the only thing he's actively trying to do other than survive.
I wonder what happens if he gains all the curses.
Chris,
Yeah?
put the circlet on.
You put the circlet on?
Hmm.
Okay.
No.
Gotta attune to it.
I know, bitch.
It doesn't do anything else until you attune to it, but you attuning to it?
Yes.
Alright, so
That's the actual curse item.
it's a circlet of proof against divination. Any divination spells?
The divination spell.
But isn't that what he said it was, and then you said it wasn't that?
He lied.
He said it was a mind shielding thing, so not quite.
He lied, and you have never seen this particular item. Essentially, your Arcana check didn't beat what I said.
Hmm.
It does the same thing in this circumstance. Just-
You've never seen it before.
Except Zone of Truth. Zone of Truth is actually an enchantment spell, not.
Yes, I know.
But elf.
He's probably just saving.
Enchantment.
He
And
just
sloth.
made the check one, and okay. I'm not gonna tell what else. Say what else because that's for you guys. That's for you guys to know.
Spells don't work on
finding.
him.
Although that would also bring into question the usefulness of that item.
I mean, magic
Because then
items.
would have
Okay.
point.
Magic
Okay.
items work on Leo.
Okay. Here's another thing to think about. I know that I talked about sloth for a little bit to somebody. To Leo, I think.
Sloth.
Sloth works outside the weave.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
because he's immune to spells does not mean he can't do them or use them.
He's got his own weave separate from the normal weave.
Hey, Chris.
Don't be shit.
It's the Dark Weave.
Is this like a
Welcome to
custom
the Dark
magic
Weave.
item? Because I can't find it in the compendium.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It's all it is. It's an amulet that's proof against divination spells. So any spell that's divination, you can just put amulet of proof, or not circlet of proof against divination. Divination spells do not work on you while wearing this.
Okay.
Period. So I'm gonna let you know there's some spells that's probably good that you don't have that you have
Mm-hmm.
that won't work on you, but then your friends can't use any divination spells on you.
Yep.
Which probably means we probably shouldn't use it.
I mean, I still wear them anyways because I don't like being
Looked at.
scryed on.
Yeah. Prim knows the
I don't like-
exact extent of what
Oh no,
scrying
Prim's
does.
been kidnapped. We can't find her. She's dead. It's gone. She's gone.
If Prim were kidnapped,
I
they'd
mean-
take all the valuables off of her.
I mean, I have a question then, Saris, Leo, and Evan. Why aren't you protecting her? I have a question, Blue. Why aren't you being the hero to her?
I'm questioning where there's a point where we failed to protect Primrose.
I'm not. I'm saying if she
If-
got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, that's not my job.
Yeah.
You're right.
My job is to protect Ceres.
The
You're
queen.
right.
To be fair, Blue's delusional.
Uh,
Well, Saris is dedicated to protecting Primrose, so.
Leo is too. I'm just saying.
I'm
all-
pretty sure
Look,
Evan
just
is
to
dedicated.
clarify, if something were to happen to Primrose, I'm
We'd
still
all be
getting
screwed.
paid.
I'm getting paid, right?
No. If something happens to
You're
Primrose,
getting
we're all
paid?
screwed because Jalen will break through the
Oh,
wall
yeah.
between the planes to kill us.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm still getting paid, right?
I don't think Leo is Leo getting paid.
Leo is
Uh,
getting paid. Everybody's being Leo and Evan are being paid for this.
Yeah, our
But screw you, Prim and Blue.
our commission
Well,
is just going
well-
up and up and up. At this
Well,
point.
family
I'm
friends,
just sitting
you
here
know.
thinking, man, I've got like 5 years of back pay to collect.
Oh my god.
We're gonna
Well-
bankrupt
Holy
the
shit.
We are
Well-
literally gonna bankrupt Graves Point
No,
by
you're
just
not. You couldn't possibly bankrupt
My
Ban-
daddy's
Grace
really
Point.
rich.
Yeah, he's super rich.
Yeah, but his treasurer is kind of dead.
He's his own
No,
treasurer.
no. He you don't understand.
true. That's
You don't
true.
understand. He's super rich.
He has a fucking hoard, dude.
He's got fuck you money for his fuck you money.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how it's gonna work. We're gonna ask for our money, and he's gonna say "fuck you."
I mean, that's true, but that's not the point here.
You weren't
very-
here when Kalen.
Attained
Brought
his
the
hoard.
chest, Yeah.
Yeah.
I really need to stop carrying around so much armor. I've got 3 sets of armor that I'm
Dude.
Bruh, how?
I had
Is it-
Splint,
hmm
No.
and
Where
then
is it?
I got Plate
Where do you keep it?
In the bag of holding.
in his backpack as he runs.
Clonk, 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 clonk.
That's
I mean,
the real reason.
he's a big boy. He can carry
You
it.
can put it in the bag of holding now too.
It probably is in the bag of holding now, but
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
I can just set up shop whenever. Be like, hey, you want to buy some armor? And they'll be like, damn,
mean,
was
if
this
you
thing
want-
my rose? It was.
If you want to carry weight for when you run, Blue will happily offer herself.
I love it. I love the picture of just Leo's like running and Blue is voguing on his shoulder.
She would offer the same. to
Honestly,
Evan, too.
I was more picturing that like that Leo was running and Blue's like got the baby backpack in front, you know?
Mhm.
She's like expecting to be princess carried.
Yeah,
Leo
just
just has
doing
this
it.
functional bag for some reason.
yeah. Oh man, I wish I could play in my own campaign. Why am I a genius? I fucking love this session, guys. Planning for this session was great.
This was a good
It's
session.
really good.
I didn't know how to do mystery stuff, so I was like, I'm gonna make a mystery. And then I found out that Rangers are bullshit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically
Found out.
for tracking
Found
and
out.
mystery solving.
You didn't know that from the start after I blasted Justice to Kingdom Come.
No, I mean, I meant for mystery.
Well, hey,
Still true.
I-
yeah.
I never get to use that stuff, so
I will say this: he was in the tent for like 2 hours before you guys before you guys found him,
well,
and then you caught him, and he was like, "Fuck, look like my wife."
You mean after the first time?
No.
'Cause I saw the wife go in there.
Yeah, you saw the wife go in there, but that doesn't mean that you didn't see him before that point.
Okay.
Like he was taking multiple trips essentially.
I'm gonna stop the recording now.
Oh, sure.
okay.
Sloop.
All right, I actually probably